Well, good evening, everyone. This is Melissa Chambers. Thanks for being on our NuSarity team training call tonight. I'm super excited about it, and so we're going to jump right in. To do that, I'm going to introduce our incredible, wonderful, gracious hosts that have just do a wonderful job week after week of putting together programs that really benefit the whole NuSarity family. And of course, I'm talking about our Diamond Sally Arnold, Blue Diamond Tish Catcher. Thank you, Sally and Tish, so much for your work with this, and I know you've got a great program for us tonight.
Oh, thanks, Melissa. We are excited about it, as always, aren't we, Tish?
Very excited. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm
Sally,
gonna
and Melissa, great call.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. That's awesome. Well, great. Well, Tish, I'm going to let you introduce our young energy tonight because you know these three people very well, and I just thought I'll let you take it away and introduce because it's very exciting.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sally. You know, we have these incredible councils that Melissa and Lonnie and David have handpicked from the field. They're voted on every year, but sometimes we don't get to know who's representing what department. So we did have the amazing President's Council, some guests on the call kind of explaining who they are, how people can connect with them, and what their job is to take information back from the field. And I thought, well, how about, and TL had some great ideas of sharing about these councils and what they do and how to connect with them. And so now tonight we're going to meet some people from the NuEdge Council, which is that Gen Y portion of our company, and this is the second year that we've had the NuEdge Council, and they're based between the ages of 18 and 35, so thank goodness you and I, Sally, hit that general age as well.
Just a few years ago, yeah.
But unfortunately, we weren't picked for this council, so we're going to hear from some other incredible leaders. And so I picked one from each province. We've got someone representing from BC, someone from Alberta, and someone from Saskatchewan tonight on the call. So I'd love to start with the amazing leader out of BC, Christy Campbell. Christy, how are you tonight?
I'm great, thanks. How are you guys?
I'm wonderful. So I would love to hear a little bit first from you. How long you've been in NuSarity? Why NuSarity?
Okay. So this Thursday actually marks my 4-year anniversary with NuSarity. So that's pretty cool. And before joining NuSarity, I had taken on a lot of debt. So I decided to bite the bullet, like most people my age do, and go work up in Fort Mac. And so 6 months into my new job there, my mom actually approached me about NuSarity, and to be quite honest with you, I didn't really want anything to do with it because I didn't want anything to distract me from paying off my debt and getting out of camp as soon as possible. It was actually Mitch, who is now my husband, who saw the huge potential in NuSarity, and we went all in, which looking back I'm so grateful for because I didn't really have a plan for what I was going to do after camp. I knew that I didn't want to go back into retail management, and I knew that I didn't want to be up in camp, but I didn't really have a plan. So a year and a half later, after working NuSarity into the nooks and crannies of my 10 to 14-hour days, Mitch and I ranked to Ruby, and I was able to quit my camp job. So now I work part-time with my mom at her traditional business, while Mitch and I are working towards getting him out of camp. And that way we can travel the world and raise a family together. And I kind of think it's funny because customers at my mom's wine shop always ask me if I'll ever take over the family business. And they're always so shocked when I say no. I have bigger and better plans for my life. I don't really want to be tied down to a job, right? So not only has the business changed my life, but the products have totally cleared up my acne and my eczema. I've met a ton of new friends and even family from all over the world that believe in me and have helped me gain confidence and to grow as a person. So I really can't imagine where I would be without NuSarity.
Wow, that is wonderful. And you know, I wanted to ask, because you're young, you're in your 20s, right?
No, I just turned 30 this year.
Oh, you're old now.
I'm old now.
But you've been in this 4 years. So you're about 26 when this was brought to you. So how do you approach people in your generation, your age, show them a vision. What kind of things do you feel that would attract people that you share?
You know, I just really approach people with the fact that NuSarity can give them options. A lot of people my age are ingrained, you know, in school to go to school and to further their education and get a career and you know, save up for retirement and all that. But why not work a part-time business where you could maybe come out of school debt-free? Right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a career for them. Maybe it'll turn into a career, but I definitely don't approach people in that sense.
Awesome. Okay, so you've been on the President's Council since the San Diego conference. What kind of responsibilities do you feel that you have? What are things that you guys do?
Well, we get to work really closely with corporate, Melissa and Lindsay, and we get to come up with ideas for training and tools that will help everyone in their businesses, but more specifically cater to the Gen Ys.
Awesome. Isn't it nice to have a voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it's being on the NuEdge Council, it's definitely forced me to step out of my comfort zone and become more of a leader. I don't, you know, when I first joined this business, I never thought I would ever, you know, speak in public in front of people or do these training calls and whatnot. But it's really been a blessing in disguise to be able to do that. So I'm really grateful to be a part of the NuEdge Council.
Well, we're really grateful to have you part of it. Now, there's people on the call that maybe don't know who you are and would like to connect with you, so you could maybe share some of their ideas with corporate. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
You bet. Facebook is the best way. Yeah.
And it's just Christy Campbell, right? On
Christy
Facebook?
Campbell. Yep.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. I might come back to you at the end for some last comments, because I know if you're like me, you'll think of some more things you want to share as we go. So I'm going to introduce our next amazing Gen Y Council NuEdge leader. She is out of Red Deer, Alberta, and I'm excited to have Mandy Nelson. Welcome to the call, Mandy.
Thanks, Tish.
Great. I would love for you to share as well. How many years have you been in NuSarity, and why NuSarity?
Well, I have been in NuSarity for about 4.5 years now, and 4.5 years ago I was not looking for anything like a business or anything like that. I was busy. I was actually planning my wedding. I was 1 month away from my wedding, and I had bills to pay on top of my wedding bills, so I wasn't looking for something that I need to put money forward into, that kind of thing. So what I was looking for, though, was something for my acne. I had it really bad. It was all over my face. And of course, because I was getting married, I was thinking of all the pictures that were going to be taken and people looking at me. So of course, the stress, I'm sure, didn't help. But I was trying everything under the sun to get it under control, and I couldn't find anything that was helping. So one day on Facebook, I saw somebody talking about NuSarity, and I thought, okay, well, I've tried everything else, I may as well try this too. So I got myself a bottle, and I actually signed up to be a preferred customer first. And they say, what is it, 34% of people see a difference in one night, and I was one of those 34%. The raised and inflamed areas had calmed, and it didn't really hurt as much anymore. And so I used it for a few more days, and then I went back to the girl that got it to me, and I just asked some questions. And she got me on a three-way call with you, actually, Tish. and I remember through the whole call talking to you, saying I was sitting cross-legged on my bed, and I was taking notes. And I remember all the way through the call saying, I'm not joining. I'm not doing this. I don't have the time. I'm busy. I can't do this right now. You know, just tell me more about the product. I don't need to know about the business. But all the way through the call, you were talking about how we would do this together, and we would do this as a team. And if I was coachable, I could be making NuSarity money and be paying off wedding bills before my wedding even happened. So I ended up jumping in with both feet by the end of the call. And you were right. I was paying off wedding bills with NuSarity money, and I went away, got married, came back for my honeymoon, and I had paychecks in the mail, which of course we got paid by paychecks, not electronically back then. So It was awesome. It's been great ever since. My regular job, or my regular job, as we call it, is working for a school division. I've been there for 13 or 14 years now, and I really love my job. I'm one of those people that actually really like my bosses, and I really like who I work with. But what I really want one day is to have NuSarity be my plan A. And what I hope is when I start a family, I don't have to go back to work. And I won't have somebody telling me, you know, you have to work on these hours, or you're only worth this much. So that is my plan, and yeah, it's been a great 4.5 years.
Wonderful. I know that you too have an amazing younger team growing with you. How do you guys share NuSarity and to intrigue your generation?
We have meetings, and we've been using Zoom a lot. We Zoom to people that we can't maybe get in contact with. We've got some team up north who we won't be able to meet with on a regular basis. So we use our social media a lot to connect, Facebook, Twitter, that kind of thing. But yeah, we do use a lot of social media.
Awesome. Okay, so and you were picked just this last year as well to be on the NuEdge Council. What are your responsibilities and what types of activities are you doing?
Same, I guess, with what Christy had mentioned. We get together and we just give feedback to corporate when they have ideas, and we come up with our own ideas too. We talk about, I think it's about once a month, and we get together with Lindsay, but it's not only that. We actually have a little WhatsApp chat on the side that we all talk in, and we get to know each other, and anytime we have an idea, we just throw it out to the group, and Lindsay passes it on, and yeah, it's been great. And of course, we also encourage anyone to reach out to us, like you mentioned too. So if there's any way we can help, or if there's anything we can do, just let us know.
Perfect, and that's exactly what I want people to do, is find out a little bit of each of you and find out who they might connect with. So if people need to connect with you, is Facebook the best way as well for looking up Mandy Nelson?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so I have you guys tagged on the T-Ripple page, so if you're not sure who that is, click on them and you'll be able to add them. And I'll come back to you again, Mandy. Thank you so much for sharing. And last guest we have on the call, last but not least, this amazing leader hails out of Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, and her name is Rebecca Fremont. Rebecca, welcome to the call. Uh-oh. Are you muted, Rebecca? Did you punch the code in twice, the last 4 digits twice? We'll see if we can get her back on. Sally, I'll bring you back.
Yes, I'm here.
Do you have any questions? Do you want to bring questions
well,
to Gen Y?
Well, I'm just really impressed because, you know, we didn't grow up with social media and those kinds of things. And so I know that if I want to appeal to people of this age group, I got to get into social media. I got to use it more. And so thank you for sharing that. And I'm just so impressed with you. You have vision at your young ages that I never did. And I wish that I knew what I knew now way back then. And so, you know, you have such a gift to be able to give people of your generation to change what's going on in their lives. Like what you said, Christy, with not coming out of university with student debt, you know, and things like that. Like, wow, like I did not have that foresight or that planning. And I'm just so impressed with you, and you have such an amazing opportunity to impact so many people's lives. So I appreciate your comments, all of you.
Awesome. We got Rebecca on the line, so we're going to share with her. So Rebecca, welcome to the call. Now you're not muted. Sorry, I'm unmuted now. No, you're not.
Okay. I'm here, Tiff.
Oh, there you go. Hey, excellent.
Hey.
You know, I'm excited to have you on the call because these two ladies, amazing Gen Y leaders, and you're an amazing Gen Y leader, but also a mom. And so I would love to hear why you joined NuSarity and how long.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I seen an ad on Facebook, or a post from one of my friends, Tara Borziak, about the Skincerity about 3 years ago. And I was looking for something for my sister's acne. She had struggled with adult acne for all her life and was on a bad prescription pill, so I thought, hey, if I could help her, this would be awesome. So we were talking with Tara, and as soon as I heard it was network marketing, I didn't return any of her messages, emails, nothing. I pretty much shut her down cold. Now, I joined NuCerity 1.5 years ago, and I had a 10-month-old son, Charles, at the time, and I had 2 months left of quality time to spend with my boy because I would have to go back to work. I dreaded putting him in daycare, and for a stranger to watch him, teach him, and take care of my child, missing lots of his first. And so NuCerity was brought to me from Tara's mom, Kathy. We had seen her, and they're old family friends of ours. And you know, when I sat down with Kathy and she told me what NuCerity was all about, I knew this was my ticket to stay home and raise my son. He's now over 2 years old, and I haven't missed a step in his life. So I am forever grateful that I have been able to stay home with my son, thanks to NuCerity.
Wow, that is truly amazing. And so when you're out there sharing it with people your age, is that what you're sharing, is the options that you can give people?
Absolutely, 100%. I know I do have friends that don't necessarily want to stay home all the time with their kids, but I show them then that, you know, if you want to take them on trips or do, you know, yeah, you've got the freedom and the choices that come with NuCerity.
It's incredible. And how does it feel being part of the NuEdge Council?
It's pretty awesome. I like giving, I'm not so much of a brainstormer myself, but other people give me ideas, and then I kind of tweak them in my head a little bit and then put the ideas out there. So it's been fun, and it's been awesome to get to know everybody else, even though we don't get to all meet each other, but it's been nice on the chat, yeah.
That is amazing, and I'm really glad that each of you came on, because you each have your own gifts to bring to us. And I say us is the older generation, because what I've heard two of you say is you saw a post on Facebook and you responded to it. And that excites me, because sometimes we're not sure if our posts are actually working and who they might target. And so to hear you both say that you've seen that, and to hear that you're sharing options of lifestyle, that you wanted to stay home. Mandy, you know, wanted an option to eventually be able to choose to whether she works or not, although she loves her job, but that choice. And Christy, to have the debt being paid off with not having to be away, and so other options. And so I'm really excited to have you guys on the call. If someone needs to get a hold of you, Rebecca, is Facebook the easiest way to, Rebecca Fremont?
Yes, that would be correct, yeah.
Excellent. So add these ladies onto your Facebook account. If you have some thoughts or questions, something you would like them to relay to corporate or run by them, or maybe need some help on how to approach, maybe their stories resonated with you, this is who you want to be contacting. They're here to help. Now, let's mention that this is a volunteer basis. These people are not getting paid to be on the council and put the extra hours in, and when they do the calls, that's volunteer time. But it's because they love NuCerity and they love working for NuCerity, the people in NuCerity, not for NuCerity, but for you people in the field, to make this company grow and be better, and to be able to share with everybody their experiences. And so, Sally, anything you want to add, and then we can give everyone one last comment?
I wish that I'd had this option, Rebecca, when I was raising my kids. Working full-time the whole time my 4 kids were growing up was no fun. And so you can really be on a mission now to help moms like yourself stay home and do one of the most important jobs they can do, is raise their own children. I'm just, wow. So I'm just so impressed with all 3 of you. That is so great. You just have such an opportunity to impact so many lives. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Sally.
Absolutely. So, Christy, any last word from you?
You bet. It's a pretty incredible feeling to be nominated by the founders and Melissa and your peers to be on the NuEdge Council. And like I said before, I'm really forever grateful for it, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in March in Houston.
Woohoo! Love it. Me too. Thank you so much for being on our call, Christy. Mandy, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Pretty much just echoing what Christy said. It's been an honor being on this committee or this council, and it's been so much fun getting to know each other. And again, yes, can't wait to see everybody in March. I actually just booked my plane ticket today, so I'm pumped.
Yoo-hoo! Excellent. And Rebecca, anything else you'd like to share?
I would like to second and third Christy and Mandy. And then, yeah, don't be scared to reach out. And if you have ideas or anything, or if you need help, just reach out to us. We're definitely here for that. Thank you, Tish.
I love it. Well, thank you, all three of you, very much. And to everybody on the call, make a point at the events, wherever you are, to seek these leaders out and just say hello and thank them for their service to all of us in the field and the volunteer time that they give to continue the NuEdge Council on with ideas and the media and stuff. And Melissa, I don't know if you're still on the call. Anything else you'd like to add or say?
Just fantastic call. And Christy, Mandy, Rebecca, I love that. I already kind of knew your stories, but tonight I heard new things or new little details, and so I love that I've gotten to know you even better through this call, and just want to say thank you for being such a great part of the NuEdge Council and your service to the whole NuSarity family. Can't wait to see all of you guys in person in March. But yeah, you just shared wonderful stories. I wish I had known. I'm like Sally, oh my God, if I'd only known about network marketing in my late 20s. But yeah, just huge kudos to each of you. You do yourselves proud and you do us proud, and we're just so excited to be in this journey with you. So thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Melissa, for sharing. And Sally, I'll hand it back to you to close it out if you want.
Well, thank you so much, Tish, for hosting this call, and to Christy and Mandy and Rebecca for being just star guests. So thank you so much, and we appreciate your time. So we will be on this call again next week, same time, same place, right, Tish?
Absolutely. Can't wait, Sally.
All right. All right. Well, have a great week, and happy Thanksgiving to all of our U.S. friends. Canadians enjoyed their turkey about a month ago, but hey, we might just celebrate with you anyways. So have a happy Thanksgiving.
Good idea.
All right.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Okay, good night.